What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for a whole new episode of Married to Medicine, season 7, episode 2, stirring the teapot. Okay. So, we get a little catch up on what everybody's been doing. It's after the whole thing that went down at Dr. Damon's little party, whatever. And so we see this little mommy and me time with Alora and Dr. Heavenly. Now, see, Alora is growing up literally before our eyes. I forget these kids was kids when they first came on here. She was 10 when we first saw her, or she probably was 8. This is the 7th season. I think Dr. Heavenly came in the 2nd season or whatever. Baby is 13 years old. Baby has gone through maturity, and she's still going through maturity. Puberty, I should say, and she's still going through it. I said the voice changing up. She got her little, she's trying to get the little womanly voice and everything. Her face filling out, looking very womanly or whatever. I was like, oh my god, this is why it is not in the cards for me to have kids, because I would be a Dr. Heavenly, like, we supposed to do all this together, and I don't want you to grow up and you looking too womanly right now, like, and you look like a man. No, you're supposed to be my little girl. You're supposed to be my little boy. You're supposed to just stay small like that so I can control the situation. And then you're gonna be out here and I'm gonna have to be worried about what you doing, who you doing it with, how you doing it. Oh my God, I don't have that time. I don't have that time, okay? She's about to go to high school, and that's exactly what Dr. Heavenly is dealing with, the fact that she's going to high school. She want to date at 15. Her and Alora used to be so close, and now she's just going into her room doing her saying, what you going to your room to do that I can't do with you? I said, girl, puberty, okay? That's what. You've been through these stages, but, that comes with the territory. We see that, and then we go right over there to Dr. Contessa and her husband, Dr. Scott. He's running ragged, trying to cook the kids' food or whatever. See, you doing what your wife does, okay? She don't complain about it. She just make it work. She got to do the laundry, got to do the food, got to make sure the kids' homework together. And you can't handle it for a couple of weeks. Man. But somebody gonna get in their feelings because I said that. Stay out your feelings, okay? But he did it. He did it. And to be quite honest, I'm not even going to come down hard on him because, he did what he had to do for the most part. He cooked them kids. He made sure they was fed. He made sure the homework was getting done and all that stuff. That little girl was throwing that water on the floor. Remember when she choked and Dr. Contessa calmly just knocked the shit out? Baby, that shit, and that's another thing that would scare me as a parent. Girl, no, I'm too paranoid to have kids, okay? Too much. But anyway, she pulled up, she calling, talking. I thought she was talking to her husband, saying that she like 5 minutes away, and then they pull up into the drive-thru to go to McDonald's, and I'm like, wait a minute, did the husband just cook like some steak and some green beans for the kids, okay? And he looked like he did a good job too, cause they was eating it. And so at this moment, she comes in, got the food. It was like, you could have called me. That's my bad. I should have called you or whatever. And when the kids go upstairs, she was like, look at everything was cool, but then they get into this little tiff about the clothes being in the kitchen and all this stuff. I guess he felt like she was overlooking the stuff that he actually did, and the fact that, hey, these clothes are in the kitchen because this is not just the first load. This is like the 5th load or whatever, and I've been doing this and I'm doing that and all this stuff. And it's just like, give me credit for what I'm doing. And, you just getting over here doing what you gotta do, getting on the plane or whatever and all this stuff. And then he walks out mumbling under his breath. I said, this how we gonna start this? Oh, okay, y'all need to calm down. Calm down, They both frustrated, and I can understand his frustration because he trying. He trying. But Contessa, I felt like that was an unneeded, instead of just, she just came in like, reprimanding him a little bit instead of, I get it. I get it. Y'all tell me. And then we get another, listen, what I meant to say at the beginning of this, they changed the theme song. Now see, I ain't too pissed because I really don't watch this for the theme song, okay? But, it did catch me off guard a little bit because I was ready to say, Dr. Heavenly, quiet. It didn't go like that. And I was like, wait a minute, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, they put a little auto-tune up in this bitch. It's Married to Medicine, so I don't care, but it did catch me off guard since we're talking about theme songs, okay? There you go. So Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie met up. It is so funny how these two are like good girlfriends now, but when they first started off, Dr. Jackie did not care for Dr. Heavenly and vice versa, okay? That goes to show you that, with time, Dr. Heavenly do got some sense. Sometimes she can mature just a little bit. Baby, I'm not giving her a lot, okay? I'm giving her an inch, just not give her a foot, okay? Because she still needs to work on herself, all right? But Dr. Heavenly is a key when she needs to be, okay? But anyway, they're sitting down there talking about everything that's going on, and basically, Dr. Jackie want Evelyn to know that she was wrong and what she did, divulging secrets and stuff that Dr. Simone told her, putting it out on Twitter, whatever, getting into it with Cecil and all that. And she was like, if you had an issue, you should have added Simone and not the husband. And then Simone was like, Dr. Heaven was like, don't act like you didn't feel either, okay? Because she feel as though Dr. Jackie, this is a situation where, the parents are fighting and she's stuck in between the middle because, Dr. Jackie is still friends with Simone and she's still friends with Heavenly. And so, them two going against each other, she's trying to stay mutual. And then they was like the whole thing with Mariah. Now, see, at the end of the day, Mariah, she was just trying to be a drama queen. I will say that I don't care how you feel about Dr. Jackie, and I'm going to take my feelings about how I feel about Dr. Jackie. The only reason why I'm cool with Dr. Jackie is because I know her actually before this show came on. Known her, and all of that. But at the end of the day, we all can be shady. We all can be messy or whatever. But do I feel like she was being messy? She did not. In a sense, she was calling out the fact that Quad brought that up and should never have brought it up. Did she need to bring it up on that show? No, but she was calling out the fact that she was wrong for bringing it up and saying it like that on national TV, putting it out there that nobody else had any knowledge of it. So, that's what she was trying to say. That's what she was going. That's how I'm looking at it, okay? And at the end of the day, once again, Dr. Jackie did not say anything negative that was not already put out there, and she was not coming for Mariah, okay? If we're talking about that one particular clip. Now, unless it was something else that we did not see that she said, I can't comment on that because once again, we didn't see it, I didn't hear it, and they sitting there confused about what Mariah is pissed off about. And Dr. Heavenly said, girl, you let that girl sit there being confused as shit, and almost to a point you pay her dust, okay? Like Dr. Jackie said, and I said this in the last review, she ain't the type that's going to go back and forth. She is not moved by that, okay? And that has never been in her character to go back and forth. The only time that we seen Dr. Jackie really get in her feelings or whatever was at that photo shoot that she did for her breast cancer booklet, the boob booklet or whatever. And she was just over the way. Everyone was acting on her day, and she had to put them in place like a mother bear. That's what she did. Other than that, we don't really see her coming out of character, and it would be so out of character for her to get into an argument and go back and forth like that. It's not gonna happen, okay? So if that's what people was looking for, it ain't gonna happen. Moving on from that, she want to get the girls together and wants them to, have like this little teapot thing, little sip and see, whatever, and just, come back together. Then we get this scene with not Mariah, but Toya is at the doctor's office with Dr. Simone. First of all, girl, blur out, oh girl. I know we could barely see it, but the way technology is this day, all somebody had to do was screenshot that scene when they was talking about that lady record, whoever had chlamydia, okay, and then try to get the angles to see whoever name it is. Bitch, you got chlamydia. Homegirl got chlamydia. I said she taking medicine for, at least she taking medicine for it. But girl, condoms, okay? Protect yourself. Just because you're taking birth control, still protect yourself. All right? Anyway, whether it's oral or penetrable or whatever, But people make mistakes. It is what it is. Toya, she's in there. Come to find out, Toya had a miscarriage. They showed that she was like almost 7 weeks, and they went back 7 weeks and showing that she showed her son first, and then she gave it to her son to get to the father, to Eugene, and to show them about, they were so excited about this whole thing. This is why, and then they lost it. And, they was asking how did they feel, and, either her or Eugene said this is just one of those things that he just put on his virtual shelf of failures, and, he only did it, this is the third one or whatever. And then, Dr. Simone had to tell her this is not a failure because this is what happens. You cannot control what happens with your body, all right? This is not your fault. And that's what everybody needed to know when they're going through stuff like this. And I would not wish that on. I don't care. We can take out the fact that we may not like a certain person, but when they going through something real like this, I can have empathy for them because I would not want that to be happening to any woman, anybody, to go through something like that, because it is so much more that goes with having a miscarriage. It is a mental thing. It is an emotional thing. It's a psychological thing. It is all of that. Okay. Sometimes it's a physical thing as well. I wouldn't want nobody to have to go through that. Okay. So, my heart goes out to Toya and any woman that has to deal with that. It's a hard thing, and, keep your head up. Okay. And like she said, that is not your fault. That is not your fault. Okay. Whew, I just had to. I had to be nice for a minute, because that's sad. Because I'm pretty sure it's some of my viewers out here who's done and didn't then went through miscarriages and stuff, and probably had that self doubt and those questions or whatever. And you have to know that it is not your fault. It is not your fault, girl. Let me get off here because I'm gonna get emotional, because I know somebody that just recently had one, and it's a sad thing. It really is. And, they livened it up or whatever when Dr. Simone gave her a hug. And she was like, I know it's kind of weird giving you a hug with this arm. She was like, it's weird giving you a hug when somebody just been up in my cooch that wasn't my husband and is not a man. And they started laughing. That was cute or whatever. So, yeah. So, Quad, Contessa, and, is it Heavenly? They went out to eat or whatever. Of course, Contessa had to tell them about what happened between her and Scott, saying, I think Scott looked at me like I'm like some side chick or the housekeeper, whatever. And that's where they blew up at and all that stuff, whatever. So they talked about that, talking about how come Quad ain't got a man yet, when the divorce is going to be finalized, how is that going along. And, Quad realized and put out there that she ain't been dating nobody or whatever. She doing good by herself, pleasuring herself. She said there's some times that she wish she had a man. But she was like, Quiet. You can look at Quiet and tell that her standards is high. She said, first of all, I'm not laying down with no broke man. Okay. You need to have a long, hard dick. All right. And I'm not moving on those things. Okay. I said, well, bitch, at least you know what you want. I don't know how long you're going to be, if you're going to really find it. But, you're going to have to do what you got to do. At the end of the day, how do y'all feel about quadding that hair? Listen, I don't know. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's not bad, but I feel like it ages her. It make her look like she in her 40s a little bit, but it's like she look like a nice, cute, older, mature woman like that. But I don't know. I don't know. Moving on from that, Dr. Jackie is putting together this little tea session that she's having with the girls, and we see the card saying, I'm angry because, I'm bitter because, I'm mad because of this, I'm this because of that, and she has this girl named Melissa, who is a spiritual advisor from her church, come there so that she can mediate the whole situation. She was just saying how she has a sister circle that is broken, and you need to get that circle back on track. And so, dealing with that. And, she said the main thing is that she's worried about the whole situation with, Heavenly and Simone, because they've been a threesome. And you could tell it's really bothering her because she started crying. Girl, I know Simone and Dr. Jackie, but I didn't know Heavenly and Dr. Jackie was really that close. I mean, I know they went on a trip with Dr. Heavenly to her home or whatever, but I guess they really did get a friendship and they really bonded it out. And of course, if you really care about somebody, yes, it will hurt if your friends are going through this drama and you just want them all to be together. So we'll see how that goes. So we got the girls getting ready. We got Mariah getting ready and all this stuff. Let me just say, somebody make me understand this, okay? Mind you, I haven't even seen any other Mariah scenes, okay? So I had put out a tweet on Twitter, and it was talking about Toya doing her miscarriage and stuff. See, this is why I do not. Some of y'all need to get a life, okay? Really, and I'm say that with all sincerity, no shade or whatever, no offense, because some of y'all take these reality shows so serious. Y'all don't know these people, okay? And I said, all these miscarriages, I don't even care if I'm not fond of the person. That shit has to be hard, emotionally draining, and I couldn't imagine going through that, nor wish that on anyone. This person, out of nowhere, gonna say, you say whatever the tweets are populating at the moment. You have no real opinion. You just say whatever everyone else is saying. The only thing that remains is your hate, your true hate for Mariah. And his name, Xavier King, okay? I'm putting it all out there. Baby, let me tell you something. I had to be like, I'm confused because the tweet wasn't even regarding Mariah. The tweet is talking about miscarriages. And if you know me, I do not have time to go down my Twitter to see what any and everybody is saying on that particular thing. I don't go by the hashtag, whatever. I tweet what I have to tweet, and then I put the hashtag in because I'm paying attention to the show, because right on commercial break, I record so I won't forget what's going on. So I don't have time to do all that. Second of all, the tweet was not even about Mariah. I'm so confused about this whole thing. And I'm like, how many times do I have to tell y'all that I don't hate nobody? Okay? I've never liked Mariah on this show and never will like her. But that don't mean that I hate her, but I can give her props when it's due. Okay? So what the fuck? I'm just sitting here like, y'all just tripping. You ain't got nothing to do. And then I literally said, if that's what you got from that tweet, which wasn't even about that girl, go with it. And, at the end of the day, I don't read the tweets on here. I don't hate anyone. And I will never hide the fact that I don't like Mariah. And I never have, okay? But that does not mean that I hate the girl. And then I said, at the end of the day, I don't care, nor does she. Because she don't know me and I don't know her. So why are you getting upset about this shit? Girl, y'all be tripping. Then gonna say something. I hate that people don't know everything that Mariah went through behind the scenes and production. It's horrible that people can't have her perception of her, and because of the way that the show tries to put it out there. We don't care, okay? We just watching this show. At the end of the day, you don't know her either, okay? Like, calm the fuck down. I just had to put that out there because I haven't had a situation like that in a long time. I thought everybody knew my stance about these shows. I don't pick sides like that. Yes, I'm here for Dr. Jackie, but I can call the bitch out when I need to. She ain't need to repeat the tweet, but at the end of the day, Mariah getting all upset, and her she repeated what Quai said, okay? But she wasn't repeating it trying to accuse her in an accusatory way, saying that this was fact or whatever. She was asking a question as to, do you feel that it was needed to be said? Dr. Jackie, you knew that it wasn't needed to be said, but you went on ahead and you repeated it, whatever. But at the end of the day, Mariah, why are you upset at her so much and not so at Quai? Be upset at Quai. I mean, the part probably haven't come up that you probably cuss her out. I don't know, because I'm not on it yet. But be more so upset at her about that shit. Dr. Jackie didn't do nothing malicious to you. I think you're just trying to pull it, and Dr. Jackie ain't trying to go there, okay? And you're pulling it with the wrong person that's not going to give you that energy that you're looking for. Pull that shit with Quai so y'all can go back and forth with each other. Dr. Simone and Toya, they in the car together. Toya talking about the whole thing that happened between them, her and Contessa at the little Damon events and all that stuff, and how they have this contentious history, and she don't know whether or not she gonna say hello or whatever. So they all get there. Heavenly get there first, then Mariah. They're dressed in the same color. Mariah wants to put out there that she's the blueprint for Heavenly, whatever, and everybody else starts showing up, and when everybody gets seated, Toy said, this is how we do. We can get into it the day before, and then the next day sit here and act like ain't nothing happened. I said, that's how it is with everybody. Y'all always do that. That's the formula. So this tea starts, and then Jackie, she says she wants to be unbiased, so she's gonna step aside and not mediate. She brings in Alyssa, and they get started going around with the little bouquet of, what you're disappointed in, and I'm this because of this, and I'm that because of that. And Jackie said, pick one. Okay, Mariah started off, and of course her issue was with Jackie saying some stuff, or what she perceived as her saying stuff that, she hasn't confirmed to anything. Like, y'all already know how I feel about that. I feel as though your energy should be directed to Quai, because Quai should never have put that out there. Okay. But at the same time, you put out there that, she was sleeping with your sister husband. She put out there that you was doing cocaine. Tit for tat. All is fair right now at the reunion show. It is what it is. But, I don't even care about that shit. And Mariah and Jackie, they did have a conversation about it. She said you shouldn't have reiterated it. That's something that I said. She didn't have to put it, speak on it again, but still, it's nothing to be that extremely upset about. But you can't tell somebody how to be upset or whatever with the message that you put out there, whatever. So it is what it is. I don't care. Please let it go. You said you're done with it. You're going to move on. You're going to try to work on it. Please let that be real, and let us not hear about that no more, okay? Because you really trying to come at her. And like I said, this lady is not going to give you the energy that you're looking for. She's not going to put up a fight with this, okay? Called getting Quai's ass. Like, we would like to see that. Getting Quai's ass, okay? But moving on from that, baby, when when Heavenly went and she was talking about she confused, okay? She is confused by, everything that's going on and how people trying to cast, talk about one person, but, not taking the plank out their own eye and all that stuff. And Cassette was like, come on, Bible. Here go Toya. That is not no Bible scripture. I said, baby, you need to go back and you need to read your Bible because that is Matthew 7, okay? Matthew 7, oh, bitch. Matthew 7, verse 5. Okay. Don't be hypocritical. Okay. How you going to come for your brother without removing the plank in your own eye? How you going to take the shit out of his eye and not take it out of yours first when you got a whole big one up in yours? You know what I'm saying? Go look that shit up. Matthew 7. Okay. 3 verse 5. 3 to 5. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Heavenly knew what the fuck she was talking about. Somebody needs to brush up on their Bible. And to be quite honest, let me read the actual quote. Okay. It says, thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out your own eye before you try to take the plank out of somebody else's eye, bitch. Okay, that's what it said. I shouldn't be cursing while reading the Bible, but that's what it is. I have to interpret it my way. It's a man-made book, but it is what it is. But moving on from that, girl, Heavenly said what she had to say. Dr. Simone, she was talking about, the situation with her and Heavenly and, revealing, and Heavenly was 100% wrong. Okay? I don't care what nobody say. I don't care whose side you're on. Heavenly, you was wrong. Dr. Simone, if I was Simone, I would have felt some type of way too about Heavenly putting some, I would have felt funny about you going back and forth with my husband because if you have an issue, we don't, according to y'all rules, the husband shouldn't be involved. Come at your husband too, but also come at you because y'all shouldn't be going back and forth. If you have an issue, come to me. But, this is according to y'all rules, right? And then at the same time, you put out information that I told you when I was venting. You don't do stuff like that. I should be able to tell you, as you my girlfriend, I'm your girlfriend, or whatever, you're my friend. I should be able to let out my frustrations to you and know that it's going to be a vault, okay? Somebody recently told me something that y'all will never fucking know, okay? Y'all will never fucking know. And it's some juicy shit. But you will never know because I will never put my business out there. I know so much stuff about so many people that I will never put out and y'all will never know. And if it ever get out, bitch, I know for a fact that it ain't come from me because I ain't opened up my mouth. I ain't say nothing. And I mean some scandalous shit that can take people down, okay? And I'm talking about some of these people that y'all stand so hard for. And it's a proven fact that it happened, okay? But actually will never say nothing, all right? So there's that. You don't have to do that, okay? You trying to come at people. I don't like people who, once they get mad at a person or whatever, they use the information that they was given as a way to take you down. But you was just friends with this person or whatever. So Dr. Heavenly, you was wrong for that one. Moving on from that, then Quad go taking like 3, 4, 5 things, and Dr. Jackie said, "Girl, could you mirror it down to your top 2?" Because I did say 1. She going on talking about how she was disappointed in how everybody was coming at her because she was not so open with the validity, the things that was going on with her divorce. I understand where she was coming from with that because I was not here for them being all down her throat because she didn't want to reveal too much information, even though she was all up in everybody else's business. People handle shit differently, but she did that. She talked about how she was raked and dragged through the cold for 6 years. She talked about this. She talked about that. And everybody, they be gossiping about it and this and this and this. And I was just sitting here like, damn, girl. The way that they was editing, they tried to make it seem like Quiet was talking forever, okay? And so then at the end of it, she was just basically like, I want to ask Simone, can we have a conversation and understand where we went wrong at, okay? And Simone accepted. And that was basically the gist of the thing. They came together as a circle. They're going to try to work on their stuff. And, Toya did talk about using the framework too loosely and, trying to fix things. And now she's stuck and, she feels as though she can't tell which one of these girls are really her friend and she don't feel safe enough or trust them enough to put out there that she had this miscarriage. And at this point in time, you shouldn't have to put it out there. If you don't feel like they deserve to know, they don't need to know. Let them find out the same way we found out, okay? And if they got an issue with it, then we can talk. And you can explain exactly why I didn't tell you. Because, bitch, we was not in that place. I don't trust you. And y'all didn't make me feel like I could trust you enough to put that out there that you would actually care, okay? And shit like that happens. It is what it is. Let me tell you something. Quad had me all the way fucked up at this meeting with Simone. You want to know why? Because Simone was waiting there over an hour for that bitch, okay? And I don't mean to call her a bitch like that, but girl, I'm pissed. it wouldn't have been me. Simone gave you so much more than I would have given you. Okay, 15 minutes, 20 at the max, depending on how I feel and who it is. I'm out, okay? And I'm still giving you too much, all right? Not a whole hour plus. No, baby. I'm not finna do that. And then you come in guns a blazing and you talking about some old shit that I thought we already settled on and put to rest. No. Okay, I would have been just like Simone and I would have walked the fuck up out of that too. Girl, please. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode and I will see y'all later. Peace.